I wanted to make a video about what is heart healing. I am the creator of the modality of heart healing. And actually, let me introduce myself. So I said I'm the Love Guru. My website is loveguru.net. And if you're new to my work, I'm a relationship expert. I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. I'm an intuitive heart healer. I'm a spiritual teacher. And I'm a marriage and family therapist. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what is heart healing. This is actually like really the first time that I'm really talking about heart healing as a healing modality. Before I've talked about it as my gift, because heart healing is a gift that I was born with. And then at around 1999, well, not around, it was at 1999, that's when I started developing it as a healing modality. And it sounds like a super long time. It's like 16 years. I was learning other healing modalities and just trying to figure out like where mine kind of fit into the whole scheme of things. And I think I'm coming to the place like right now that it's just like all coming together and I can speak about it. Although this video is like super rough, so please don't judge me from the video. I have my notes too. I'm gonna try to describe it the best that I can. This is something that I have always had trouble explaining what my gift is and what this healing modality is. And like I said, my guides, I was just having a talk with them this morning and they were like, you need to make a video and no matter how sloppy it is, you need to come out and start talking about heart healing as the healing modality and you're the creator of it. So, and we had like a little debate about that too, because everything that comes through me, and this is the same thing with you, whatever you do for work, is from spirit. Now, whether you're aware of it or not is a different story, you know, whether you're aware of your intuition or whether you're, whatever you call it, your gut instinct, or I don't know, whatever people call their intuition. I'm psychic. I call it psychic. I used to call it intuition. I'm comfortable with the term psychic. I'm also a medium, what I shared with you. So I was already having a conversation with them. I was like, well, this is really healing that you guys do. And they were like, no, you take credit for it. You're the creator. And they were comparing it to, you know, how somebody writes a song, that's from spirit. You know, that's from the angels and the fairies on how you get the song downloaded to you. But that songwriter, you know, says like, hey, this is my song. So anyway, that was like my little debate with spirit this morning, my little discussion, a little behind the scenes. So let's talk about heart healing. This is, I feel like I need to go to my notes already, but spirit's like, no. Okay. Heart healing is a type of healing modality that satisfies, which heals from your left brain and your right brain. It satisfies your left and your right brain. And what I mean by that is a lot of times when you get healing, if you're familiar with healing, is that you will maybe lay down on someone's massage table and they'll do healing work on you. Maybe they're touching you, it's hands-on healing, or, you know, there's different modalities out there. And kind of and I've studied a lot of them, slew of them, and I love them. I love all the different healing modalities. But again, mine is very different from everybody's. And that's why it's been so hard for me to explain it over the years. So a lot of times when you're having these healing applications, these healing therapies, it involves your right brain. You know, you're going in and you feel the energy, whether someone's touching you, it's hands-on healing or remote healing, and you're feeling better and maybe you're getting visions or whatever's happening to you. You're relaxing. A lot of times it's just like relaxing. Unless you have some sort of disease and you're having healing and you want someone to heal, like if you're having a leg problem or a back problem. And I've studied that stuff too. And that's why, again, I was always having so much trouble because I was like, I don't really care to help people with their health problems, although that is a side effect from the healing that I do because it's emotional healing. And first, what happens is you have emotional stuckedness, blocks in your body, and then that turns into disease. So that's sort of the second stage. I get people before it turns into a full-blown issue, although people have come to me with issues too. Anyway. I digress. So a lot of times, back to like the other types of healing, a lot of times it like feels good. You feel some like energy swirling around if you're sensitive to it, but you don't really know how it's going to help you in your life. There's like really no practical application for a lot of these healing modalities. And it just kind of, it's vague, you know, it's vague on how it's going to help you. So heart healing is it has that mystical sensation. You feel it. If you're sensitive to energy, you feel it happening, but it also has very practical applications as far as most of the time I work with clients having to do with their love life, although it has to do with relationships. So you're in relationship with every single thing in your life. So a lot of times people think, oh, you know, it's relationship healing. That's going to help me find the one. That's going to help me with my marriage. It also helps you with your relationship with your family members. It helps you with your relationship with yourself. It helps you with your relationship with your career. It helps you with your relationship with life. It helps you with your relationship with money. So it helps in your relationship with everything. It's relationship healing. It's emotional healing. So it has the practical application. So you feel the sensation when you're having a session, you're kind of thinking, you're feeling like something is going on, but then you also get a practical exercise as far as something to apply into your life, and then you're seeing changes right away. So I was wondering why Spirit was having me talk, because I'm a channel also. So when I open my mouth, I'm never really sure what's coming out, and I was wondering why Spirit was having me go into this right away. And so I'm my first client. I've always been my first client. And even to this day, I still do this heart healing work with myself to guide me through life and to make my dreams come true. And I was speaking to Spirit about my career yesterday and then again this morning. And this is when my guides were saying to me, okay, so your practical exercise is that you have to make a video talking about heart healing, what it is as far as a healing modality, and talking about how you're the creator, taking credit for it, that you're the creator of heart healing, and getting out there. And no matter how sloppy this video is, you're gonna make it, and that's gonna take you a step forward. So this is a perfect example as far as how heart healing works. When you have a session, I sit down with you, and this is either in person or over the phone or Skype, and it's very much like we're having a conversation. It kind of looks similar to a therapy session. You're having a conversation about things that are frustrating to you in your life, things that you're confused about, things that you're annoyed about, things that you're sad about. And again, a lot of the time, the focus is on someone's love life. But I also help people solely with their relationship with themselves and also with their career, because this modality works wherever you're wanting to move forward and clear through blocks and get to your goal step by step to get to your goal. So we'll have a conversation, and then the healing that I do, it happens through the words that come out of my mouth. So it's voice healing. And there's also energetic stuff that's going on. I don't have to touch you. I don't touch you unless you want me to. But it's energetically like things are happening, going on while we're in the conversation too. And you're having shifts in the way that you see things. Things are clearing up. And that's when I start sharing. So I listen to you for a while. I ask questions. And then, so you come to the session with like a notepad and paper and pen. You take notes. You talk about something specific that's going on in your life right there that you would like awareness on. And I ask you several questions. I kind of zoom in and out of what's going on to sort of suss out the situation. And then I start sharing channeled guidance. And you know, I'm cautious when I say channeled guidance, because there's some channelers out there that speak in different voices, or like, I don't know, weird things happen, or cool things, weird or cool. But when I speak, it's like we're talking like this, okay? So just like how I'm making this video and channeled information's coming through that is specific for you, yes, you to hear for whatever reason why you were guided to this video, there's certain things that are coming through that are specific for you to hear. Now, obviously, this is like a group video. And when you're one-on-one with me, it's like really, really specific to what is going on in your life. So I'll start sharing like specific things that are going, you know, like channeled guidance that's coming through. And you take notes on that because the way that things are said in a way that only you can hear them. And then what happens is while the heart healing is going on, you're getting the guidance, you're taking notes, you're experiencing shifts in the way that you see things, and then there's the practical application. So that's all right brain stuff. And then the left brain is then there's practical application for you to do afterwards. So like I'm doing this exercise of making a video, that's moving me forward, that's moving the energy for me. You go back, you get different assignments and you go back and then you do something, let's say in your love life, you apply a different way of being in your love life. You react this different way. You try different exercises. And I would share something, I would share specific things for you to try that are guided from spirit for you to do to get different results. And by the way, when I say spirit, I mean angels. I communicate with a lot of spirit beings. So I'm talking about angels and guides and ancestors and archangels. I also communicate with the fairies and star beings, which are aliens. I communicate with my star family, who's called Zeke. That's the leader. And I have videos about that. I wrote a book about that 2 years ago. I connected with my star family. So it's the whole group that comes through that helps in this healing session for you. And what happens is this heart healing is, like I said, it's an emotional healing modality. So, you know, let's talk about that a little bit more. The main thing, the reason why you're not accomplishing, you're not like reaching the goals that you want in life, or you're not getting there fast enough, or it's just not happening, or maybe you're going around in circles in the types of relationships that you attract or the types of relationships you get into. The reason why you're having that is because there's a pattern going on that you need to learn on how to break. You need to learn what those lessons are with that pattern. And you need to learn how, well, you don't need to, I'm saying you need to. You need to if you want to reach your goals, okay? If you don't care about making your dreams come true, then you can stay stuck in that cycle. So people come to me to do this heart healing when they want to move forward. And it's not a turtle moving forward. It's like a fast forward, who's like the road runner? Is the super fast? I don't know. Whoever runs the race like super fast. That's how my gift works. That's how this heart healing works. It cuts straight to the core of what's going on, and I'm able to help you clear those blocks. So whenever you have those stuck emotions, like whenever I get into a conversation with somebody, like, so if we're sitting down and you start talking about whatever's bothering you or you're wondering about or you're mad about or whatever, right away I can pick up where that stuck emotion is or where that stuck experience is and where that energy needs to be shifted. And that's what I'll start working on right away with you. But this is, you know, this is another way that this is different than other healing modalities. Again, a lot of times, you know, I feel like those other healing modalities are kind of like the lazy man healing, that you'll go to other healers and then they'll do whatever to you. And that's the whole point. They're doing whatever to you. Whereas when I work with my clients, it's a process where we work together. This is all about you having free will, and this is all about empowering you in the process, learning how to really take control of your life, really be in mastery of your life, and really learn how to make things happen. So although I do energy work on you and I'm able to help upgrade your life, because your whole life gets better when you work with me, although I'm able to take you to that next level, in order for you to maintain that energy, in order to like really ground it in and stay at that higher level of being, that's why you have to be an active participant in it, as far as taking notes and reviewing your notes, and also doing the exercises that are shared with you during the session. And over the years, like I said, I have been developing and perfecting heart healing since 1999. And over the years, when I've been working with clients, I have noticed that those who take a lot of notes, those who take it serious, those who study their notes during the week, because I meet with clients on a weekly basis for a period of 3 months. And those who are serious about the process and participate in it and do the exercises and all are gung-ho about it, then they're going to the next level of being, their next level of consciousness, their next level of ascension, and their next level of success in the physical world. So, and then those on the flip side, those who don't really take notes, those who don't do the exercises, they're cut off. They don't get the success. It's temporary. They're elevated to that higher level and then they fall back down. And those are not the clients that I work with. They're the ones I used to, but I don't anymore. Those aren't clients that I take on anymore, because, you know, there's all different healing modalities for different people, and there's all different ways of learning, and everyone comes to things when they're ready. People come to me when they're really ready to heal out of their old story and out of their old pain. So, for example, let me give an example. I was speaking with a man recently who has gone through a divorce. It's several years later, and he's been going to therapy all along, but he has not really made much progress in therapy. And these are his words, okay, not mine. And he said, you know, I still have anger and resentment having to do with my marriage. So this is, I think it was like 5 or 7 years later. 5 or 7 years later, after divorce, and these past experiences, this past emotion is still stuck in him. Now, he's not going to be able to find a new partner or even forget about that partner, because right now he's just concerned about like, hey, I feel shitty. You know, I still have this anger, and his energy was very low. He's not really happy, or I'm not going to say he's not really happy. He's not happy, okay? So it's just about quality of life. You know, are you existing? Are you just merely existing, or are you living? And are you advancing? So for the last 5 to 7 years, again, however long that has been that he's been divorced, he's been in a state of stuckness. I made up that word. And he's not going to be able to move forward until I'm able to do some heart healing on him, and he's able to clear out those emotions and to clear out those experiences that are showing up in his life. So that's what's called a block, when you're kind of just stuck and you're not moving forward. So I didn't really want this video to be that long. I think it's already kind of long. I'm just looking at my notes. So a lot of what the heart healing does is that it breaks you out of patterns that you've had for years, really your whole life. Ways that you've been doing life, things that you've been thinking that you're capable of or what you're not capable of. And it teaches you an easier, more natural way of being. So, I mean, imagine if you can go through life and you can effortlessly attract things to you that you want. And that has to do with career opportunities, that has to do with love, that has to do with whatever. That you simply be, and the way that you're being it is such a high level that you're naturally attracting the ideal partner to you, the ideal career, you're attracting money to you, you're attracting opportunities to you, you're in good health or great health. You're aligning with synchronicities, and you're just kind of being. Here's the deal. I mean, you could either fight how the universe is pulling you along. Exactly, the universe could pull you along, or you can enjoy the ride like it's a river and you're kind of on a raft and you're being like, yeah. And you're directing it, you're directing it from your mind and using your energy to direct the journey or to be a co-creator in it. But you're no longer going upstream, fighting upstream, or trying to, hard climb up that mountain. And that's how we really have been trained in our society. So a lot of heart healing is about breaking you out of your old programming, out of the old brainwashing that you've had, and really out of the matrix as far as really everything that we've been taught on how to be is incorrect. And so that's what heart healing brings to you. Let me just see if there's anything else. Really at the core of it, heart healing is all about opening and healing your heart so you can attract the love and have the relationship and have the life that you desire. And like I said in the beginning, I have always been my first client, and I am a totally different person from when I started out on this journey. And it does not take as long as it has for me, for you, because I'm guiding you. And like I said, usually I work with clients in 3-month increments to take them to their next level of being. And then they step out into this whole new you, what I call you 2.0. And it seriously is a whole new life that you're getting used to. And you're not like, you look back on ways that you used to be, and they're just like weird memories, or like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to think that about people or about my relationships or about life, or how I used to let people step all over me, or how I wasn't valuing myself, or how I wasn't really loving myself. So I think that is all I want to share about heart healing for today, which it was a lot. And I'm just pausing for a second here just to check in with my guidance. So, the question is, let's put it this way. Do you want to learn to be the master of your life? Do you want to learn how to be an empowered person, that you can create your life and that you can really be engaged in your life and enjoy your life and live life to the fullest? Or do you want to continue in that cycle of maybe not knowing what you're doing, or that hustle and grind, or whatever people like, oh, time to hustle, let's get up and hustle. That is just such a terrible way of living. And the only reason why we do that is because we feel like we have to. Same thing with love. One of the things that we're told is that dating is a numbers game. It's even told to us with sales. Sales is a numbers game. You want to just reach loads and loads of people. It's a numbers game. Both of those things are false. It's not that. It's about learning how to use your internal power, your internal energy, to become so magnetic that you're easily and effortlessly drawing the one to you, opportunities to you, the right career to you, and you're becoming more and more of your true self. And when you become more and more of your true self, that's how you become super magnetic. And that's what heart healing brings to you. All of that and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, you'd like to try that, feel free to visit my website, loveguru.net, and schedule an initial consultation. And I should share that I work with people on it, like I said, on a 3-month basis. I also have a 1-day intensive, but it's an ongoing process that I work with you, because together we are doing healing work and manifestation work, and I'm combining my energy and I'm guiding you, helping you and guiding you and supporting you on manifesting your new life. So each session builds on the next. So it's not like, sometimes I'm a little bit weary when I notice in people's eyes when I say I'm a psychic and a medium, the traditional way that people experience, or like the old school way, that people experience psychics is that you call a psychic or you go see a psychic and you say, you know, when am I going to make $1 million? And they'll say, well, I see it coming for you in the next 2 years. It's going to happen. And it leaves you in a totally disempowered place. You don't really know what to do to make that happen. They're just saying that that's going to happen for you. And it doesn't work in this energy. That is not how you create your life. And things don't just happen like that. You have to be an active participant in it. You have to do physical realm in the real world. You have to do exercises to be making things happen. And then you change which timeline you're on. You could upgrade your timeline. You could slow down the timeline you are on. And by timeline, I mean the life, we're going into like big stuff today, the life path that you're on. You can upgrade it. You could go to the next level. You could go to the next level. And there's different roads you can take. So I take you to that high level and upgrade your life. So thanks for watching, loveguru.net. Like I said, this is, I don't think I actually said, this is one video in this series that I'm going to create about heart healing. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.